Battered and busted streets, dangerous drivers. Each neighborhood in St. Louis deals with its own issues when it comes to roads. The problem is when it comes to the response, the only constant is inconsistency.
And News 4 is watching out for you, is finding that's because your tax dollars aren't being streamlined. News 4's Russell Kinsaw is live downtown tonight. Russell?
Well, everybody hates potholes, but in the city of St. Louis, who do you blame? The street department or individual aldermen? You might be surprised how much influence aldermen have over what street projects actually get done. 15th Ward Alderman Megan Green recently tweeted a photo of a car that hit Tower Grove Creamery and wrote, "Another day, another car hitting a building in the 15th Ward. We need a comprehensive plan so traffic patterns don't change at ward boundaries." She admits distracted driving could have played a role.
I don't think we make it easier for motorists or for pedestrians in this city when we have traffic patterns that routinely change at ward boundaries and don't have a lot of consistency right now.
You may not know this. The budget for the St. Louis Street Department is $5.5 million. But the total amount of money spent by the 28 aldermen on street-related projects is $8.4 million. Each gets around $300,000 to spend. The money could be spent on repaving rough and pothole-filled streets, on traffic calming projects that slow traffic and make roads safer, such as speed humps or actually closing the end of some streets. But aldermen set their own priorities for how the money is spent. Green says that leads to inconsistency from ward to ward.
We should have traffic planners who are looking at the city in a comprehensive way, that are creating uniform solutions for how we calm traffic at all areas across the city.
The money that goes in the alderman's capital budget comes from a tax that voters passed in the 90s. Alderwoman Sharon Tyus, who was first elected in '91, says it's not spent as haphazard as you might think. There is coordination with the street department.
They actually meet with each alderman in March or April, and they tell you, here's the priority that we think should be in your community or your ward.
As the city council debates how to reduce the number of aldermen from 28 to 14, there's also some talk of possibly returning all that money, letting the street department decide how it's spent. Green says she supports that. But Tyus says there's a risk of setting up a system of haves and have-nots.
The people with the least power will not get things done. People will decide, oh, well, that ward over there, the 4th Ward, doesn't have a lot of people. I'm not going to spend the money.
And Alderwoman Tyus said since it was the voters who approved that tax, any change to that system that would send the money directly to the street department, that should be up to the voters to decide. Live downtown, Russell Kinsaw, News 4.